Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we are doing a ZTB deck profile. Starting off, you obviously want to be using 4 Chronojet Dragon G because it gives you free time leaps. He also makes busted numbers after a groovy / next stage turn. He's just very good. We have 2 techs. First off, Ox. He's just a huge beat stick. By the end of the game, he can easily swing for 30 with triggers and all kinds of bullshit. So you generally just keep him in your deck and then you go fetch him around the end and he finishes everything off with a broken sheep stand trigger. And then this Snake Boy, he just counter charges for you. You generally always want to keep these 2 in your deck so you can fetch them when you actually need them. For Duplex, now this kind of depends on the meta around you. Sometimes this kind of disruption isn't as important as the value your pony might bring you. I'll show you pony in a minute. So it kind of depends on what you'll be seeing around you. I like these 4 duplexes. I usually have one by first stride in order to kill the starter. And then I just split Pegasus him out into something else. For Snake Boy, this is another meta call. If you think you're gonna see a lot of rush decks like Blaster Blade or Battle Sisters, you really want to run 4 because riding this pretty much kills their rush. But if you won't be seeing them, and I don't think we will once the Chaos set drops, then you might actually want to consider cutting it for all the other options. 3 Cruising, he's just free plussing, he's so good. He just fetches you whatever you need basically. Because some people say it's a +1, but it's so much more than a +1. You get to choose from the top 3 instead of just drawing a card. It's just way too good. He gets you Stride Fodder, he gets you perfect guards, he gets you heal triggers, even though you don't really want to miss healing, you still sometimes want it for the G-Guard, so just so good. 2 of this pony. Now, honestly, I would like to run 3, so if I'm going to ditch Snake Boy, I will probably run more of this, because the combo you can do with this and Sheep is insane. For Arca, really the best PG in the whole damn game. It's ridiculous how free it is to get this back. At least Ezra's has to do kind of a -1. This one is just free, it's insane. For Stride Fodder, obviously, all ZTB. For Transit Dragon, when he boosted, put him in the soul and you draw a card. The insane thing is that together with Split Pegasus and Chronodran, you can call 3 from deck and it becomes a free +3 that also attacked. It gives you some really sick combo potential and free plussing. And then finally your tech slot. I went with Hegald because the counter charging and the soul charging is just very nice. Comes in very clutch. Some people play only 1, but I feel like once it hits damage, you really feel it. You really have to start playing around resources, and I don't want that. So 2 is nice. 8 crit. Now, most people will go for the soul charge one, but I felt like I never want to lose a 10k shield just for 3k power or some extra soul. And you often actually call your triggers down to boost and then put them away with maybe Sheep Stand or Gear Next. So that's why the 5k is actually more handy. I wish I had more 5ks, but this is really more of a backup deck, so I didn't bother picking them up. For a Sheep Stand, this thing is so busted. It allows you to keep restanding Pony because Pony gets you a unit which you can then get rid of with this. It allows you to have your Ox that just keeps restanding and beating with crits and all kinds of bullshit. Just way too good of a card. It gives you way too many play potential. For heals, 1 Chronodran. Now some people run 2 and I get why. The thing is, we don't want to run Rafana anymore because this G-Guard is actually way better than Rafana. Reason being, there's Dragstrider Luard. We often have to G-Guard with her to survive the Dragstride turn, and so there's no room for Rafana. And without Rafana, you don't want to be running 2 Drans. And without 2 Drans, you don't want to run Rafana. 2 Gear Next. I don't get why people want to run 4, because honestly, the Groovy turn just has so much more value. So 2 Gear Next. This is usually your second stride. 2 Groovy and 2 Next Stage. 1 SP. Nice. Like I said, by the time you have to go into this, your Chronojet Dragon G usually has like 41k. And so it's usually harder to guard for them than the Gear Next. 2 Avenir Phoenix. You only really go into this when you're breaking super hard, because usually you want to go into this one, which allows you to basically fetch anything you want ever. This guy fixes whatever you have in your hand basically, unless it's all zeros. I run 2 of it because I want to flip this one with the first one. That way, all my front row stuff gets +2k, meaning the duplexes are always 11k. And you really want that because you often don't call down boosters. When duplex becomes 11, it can swing alone. Also, when your pony galls a grade 2, it will always be able to swing on its own as well. So that's why 2 is very handy. You flip the other one with this. This one strides for free and gives you counter charge, but usually you don't really want to go into it. 1 Sea Breeze, even though it sucks to have to go into Sea Breeze. 1 1 Uluru because she's so free, 2 Heather Around because it really disrupts a lot of decks, and then I already told you the 1 G-Guard that really ruins Drag Strider turns. So that was it for this video. Obviously ZTB is kind of like the best deck right now before G boosters at 13 and the Chaos stuff. But yeah, for now this is still the best deck until Chaos comes and wreaks havoc. If this video was interesting to you, please like it, subscribe to the Solemn Vanguard channel for more, and let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next. Ciao!